Alright, for module 7, lesson 4, we're going to talk about stress management, like really what works. And, you think about the different ways that you can handle stress, and there's a lot of different ways. I mean, some people say cold exposure. The cold exposure is a de-stressor. A lot of people say exercise is a great de-stressor. Breathing exercises is a de-stressing tool. Another one is meditation. And some of these might work for you, some of them might not work for you. You kind of have to try it and see what works for you. Unfortunately, my major stressor is my job. I'm at a very toxic job. And the bad part of this is the only way to stop this stressor at this point is to leave my job. And that's where, the system over symptoms comes. And the system is me being at this job is what's stressing me out. So, unfortunately, there's nothing I can do. I can't change the job. I can't change how my job, treats me, or I can't change. People try to tell me at work, oh, dude, just don't let it get to you. That's all. Like, that just doesn't work, dude. If that worked, I'd be a millionaire because I could tell the whole world how to avoid stress. But honestly, I know that the only way I get this stressor under control at this point is to leave this job. And unfortunately, I'm looking. I make alright money there, but it's a situation where I am the only person left in my department. There's 6 or 7 machines in our department. I can run the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 manual lathes. I can run all of those. There's a CNC lathe. I can run that. There's a manual mill. I can run that. But there's still 2 more manual lathes and 2 more CNC lathes and a CNC mill to run. I don't know how to run those yet. And they started a couple weeks ago. When I was the only one left in there, my boss came to me and said, look, we're not going to overwhelm you. I just want to let you know that right now. We don't want you to get upset and leave, and so we're going to make sure you don't get overwhelmed. And I'm thinking, oh, this is great. They're literally worried about me. And it was the next day, they brought back one of the old guys that had retired. He was our supervisor. They brought him back. I'm trying to run my cases, which my boss told me, you're going to focus on your job. You're going to make your cases, and that's it. And, the guy's telling me, hey, come on, I'm going to teach you how to run this other machine. You've never ran it before. Shut your machine off. Come over here. And I'll start running it. And that spiked my stress right there. That spiked my sugar right there. And I'm like, and I keep saying, they keep playing around. I'm going to leave. But it's literally coming to the point where my sugar is spiking to 180, 190 a day, and it's because of the job. Because on the days I'm off, my sugar is not spiking anywhere near that. My sugar is spiking, when I don't work, my sugar is spiking at 120, 130 a day usually. I've done all this work to get my sugar down. I have changed my diet. I have changed my full entire lifestyle. I have made all of these changes. And you know what? The fact that my sugar is going to be high because of my job really doesn't sit with me well. Not well at all. So, unfortunately, I'm looking for a way out. However it comes, I'll be happy to take it. So, that's what I'm working on now. And Sometimes, unfortunately, if you want to make changes, you have to make, drastic changes. If you want to see movement for your sugar, you may have to make drastic changes. Sometimes something isn't the right thing for you. It could be a relationship stressing you out. It could be a job stressing you out. It could be a little project that you're working on stressing you out. And sometimes you gotta say, you know what? Enough. Because when you have everything else going for you and this one thing's holding you back, sometimes you have to let that one thing go. And that's where I'm at the point of, it's about time for me to let my job go. So, this is just something that's food for thought. I put this out there, and we'll deal with it. I'll look for some other jobs. I'll figure something out, and I'll deal with it that way. All right, you guys have a great evening. It's the end of module 7, and I will talk to you later.